welcome back to another episode of The Source. We're in the Sheffield office. Work from home has been restricted, all the restrictions have been lifted, so we've got quite a busy office today. And today we are going to tell you how to go viral in 2022. So we're talking about how to go viral in 2022. What do you think about even saying going viral?
I don't like the term.
Why?
It's just overused in marketing. It doesn't actually mean anything really. You can go viral for all the wrong reasons. You can go viral in a sector that isn't your own sector.
So you can go viral, whatever. TikTok goes viral, YouTube video goes viral. What's like a good measure of success for it? Like what are we measuring, for instance, with our campaigns?
You can start at the top, like an awareness phase. How many people did it reach? How many impressions did you get? How many people did you engage across various different platforms? Social media is the obvious one. A lot of people come in and just stop there, to be honest, and that's gone viral. But you can measure so much further than that. You can measure traffic to a website. That's not only just direct to a campaign page, but also increasing branded search traffic as a result of that campaign. You can track people who have entered that campaign page, then left the website and come back and brought a product 30 days later. You can retarget those audiences. There's lots of other stuff you can do as a result of going viral that goes beyond we reach this many people.
Yeah. Do you think cross-channel, essentially, if you want to go viral, you need to do it across multiple channels then for the biggest effect?
I think you're giving yourself more opportunity. I'd say you go across the right channels, so what ones are actually going to make it go viral. We know within gaming it's not the stereotypical channels. It can be Twitch, it can be Reddit, it can be Discord or whatever, and it's about using those channels that are going to really engage that audience and reach them. You're giving yourself more chance if you go with more than one channel in terms of how you promote it.
Alice, you're like a bit of a TikTok star, aren't you? In the making.
Nearly.
Yeah, so how many followers have you got now on TikTok?
I'm on 14.9k, so if anyone wants to follow me, make it 15.
You might win a prize.
You'll get some really great content. I only started doing it in probably like October, November. Actually, I've been posting a bit for a while, but I never tried to do it. And then now I've been posting like consistently since like before Christmas.
So what are like your top tips on TikTok specifically?
My strategy is basically follow trends but make it fit with your niche.
Yeah.
And I weave those kind of like trend driven like videos in with the content that I actually like want to make. So if I'm doing like a haul or something, then the next piece of content I'll do, if there's like a trend in sound or like a trend, I'll use that and make it relevant to my niche, whether it's like fashion or like hair or whatever. And then I'll like weave them in, because the trend piece is what gets you out to like new audiences, like new people.
Do you think that's why like the Rise 7 one, which we did the other day, which got 700k, did well because it had like, it was on a trend, but it was like office niche? Yeah,
exactly. So you just have to like make, and then within that, now people are following you for like office work related content. You can then like post other things, which it won't get as many views, but it's more like relevant to your audience.
Yeah.
So it's like mixing the two together.
So Nathan, James has just mentioned that our TikTok got 700k views. What's that about?
Well, our whole strategy with TikTok really has been taking it a little bit less professional. So what you'd usually post on like a brand account, a corporate account, anything that you would usually post, we're not posting. That's the complete opposite of that. We want to relate to people, make people laugh, make people share it with their friends. So don't take it too seriously. No one wants to hear corporate communications jargon. No one wants to hear your buzzwords on TikTok. They just want to see the real you. Like, keep it real, keep it funny, keep it simple, keep it short, keep it sweet, and just roll with it.
I always say, and I don't know it, but I say this to everyone, like even people who are building like the TikToks or anything, 10% of your videos will accumulate 90% of your growth.
Yeah.
So
I've got 2 videos that have got like over 1 million views. 2 of them have got like over 800,000, and the rest of them are like obviously a lot lower, or like a mix. So the main metric that the TikTok algorithm uses is watch time. So if I look at like the videos that I've got which have gone like viral or have got the most views, all of the like analytics behind them say that people have watched, on average, more than 50% of people have watched the full video. So when your video is getting watched more than once, or if it's getting watched in full, that's how it grows. So that's how TikTok knows it is a good video. That's why sometimes shorter pieces of content do better, because people are more likely to watch the whole video.
Do you also plan your content then, so you get like the first few seconds to hook a viewer in?
So usually if I'm doing a video that's going to be longer, so if I know it's going to be like a 3-minute one or a 60-second one, the first literally like 7 seconds, or you just need to get the hook in straight away of what you're going to talk about.
Obviously, Queens of Social. I want you to talk about which platforms you think are easiest to go viral on and the benefits of each platform.
I'm going to be difficult and say I think it all depends.
Oh, of course, that's what we had all day.
The most important factor is speed and relevancy and where your audience are. So I know like a lot of like gaming YouTubers, for example, they're always top of YouTube viral, like trending, because of like trends they hop on, and it's like very kind of niche for their audience groups. Whereas Rise, for example, go trending on TikTok because of using sounds, like knowing what's on other people's For You pages, posting content that's relevant. So yeah, I think it all depends. I'd maybe say it's easier on TikTok and potentially Twitter.
Yeah, YouTube if you've got a niche audience. TikTok I feel like easier than YouTube, but look at the draw.
Yeah, and Twitter is kind of easy because it's like fast and like low input and effort.
So client, we work with a lot of clients. We do social media sort of like additions or like not just retainers, projects. How do you choose like which channel is most important for them?
So when we get a new client, we do like a full social media audit. So we'll look at every historical piece of data that they have, so across all their social channels, how their content's worked for them, what they're not on, like where their audience is, like what they're looking at. So then from that, we can take the pieces of content that are working on what channels. So the channels that we'll recommend for clients are like completely different. It's like some clients we might do Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, others will be Twitter, TikTok and YouTube. So it's completely different depending on the client.
We want to talk to the data team.
What do you want to know, James?
We're talking about achieving like virality in 2022, going viral.
Right.
But a lot of people have been saying it's all about the data at the start of the journey.
Yeah, so we're trying to be quite data first, so use the data for the insight, so kind of using some of the tools we've got, like early riser tracking tool, and kind of see what's going on in the world, using that to work out what the opportunities are, and from there we work out what's about to go viral.
Whoa.
It occasionally works.
What do you think, Stacey?
We also like to know a little about the audiences, so like finding out who the users are, what their interests are, what they do generally, like on the internet as well, where they consume their news, and what interests them, so that we ensure that we're really working with the client's audience.
Ash.
Hello.
Been talking today about a lot of people like we like almost like facilitators and drivers. So content's like a facilitator because it means you're visible on search, and then you've got these viral moments through social media, through PR, which are drivers. So what do you think if you go viral and you don't have the technical SEO backlink profile or you don't have the content on site, is there any point? There's
always going to be some point, because you're going to get brand awareness from going viral, but you're not going to be able to move people through the customer journey. So it's almost as if that brand awareness is going to account for nothing in terms of long-term value. So then what was the point in going viral? You're not backing yourself for success. And if you're going to go viral, which is going to almost be like that unicorn moment for most brands, you might as well have content there so that you can capitalise on it to its fullest. So if I was auditing someone's content, the first thing I would look at is what terms they are visible for. That then helps me look at what terms the competitors are visible for that they aren't, and then that's when we get a content gap, so we know which terms they should be targeting. And then it comes down to which ones have got the most search volume. They're the ones that are probably going to be the most valuable to the brand, so we'll go after those. And then there's also, obviously you've got to worry about what terms matter most to the brand. So a lot of times clients will come to us and say we really care about this or we really care about that. So sometimes we have to chase those terms as well.
Thanks so much for watching this week's episodes. Make sure you like, subscribe and to press that bell so you get notifications. If you missed last week's episode, it's going to be right here.